Most people think bigger is better when it comes to DIY. Bigger sheds, bigger gardens, more tools, and more plants.
It get bigger, it may get a little bigger, it may not get bigger at all. We'll see what happens.
But that's not how it used to be. A couple of generations back, people built what they needed with the little they had. Everything had a purpose and nothing went to waste. Turns out, simpler doesn't mean sacrificing usefulness. In fact, some of the most practical things I built come from scaling things down. Smaller, neater, easier to manage, and still every bit effective. These projects don't need a workshop full of tools or instructions as long as you're armed. Now, I know you're thinking, downsizing sounds like doing less. But here's the thing, it's actually about doing what works for you. There are 4 game-changing reasons why scaling back makes total sense. First up, between work, family, and everything else life throws at you, who has time for a full-blown homesteading? Smaller projects slide into your schedule without demanding all your time. Second, not everyone has acres to spare. Whether you've got a small backyard, a patch of grass, or even a balcony, compact projects let you make the most of the space you do have. Third, advantage. It's easier than on the wallet. Big setups come with big price tags. Going smaller means fewer materials, lower costs, and less budget stress. Finally, there's less overwhelm, more follow through. When a project feels too big, it's easy to stall out, but something manageable, and you're far more likely to see it through and actually enjoy the process. Now, self-reliance isn't about going off grid overnight. It's about finding smart, doable ways to reduce your dependence on outside systems. Right where you are. The good news, a lot of those systems can be downsized and simplified without losing their impact. Let me show you some game changers that'll blow your mind with their simplicity. First up, composting. You don't need a huge pile or a big backyard. Small composting bins, rotating tumbler, or a 5-gallon bucket works with the right balance of greens and browns. Think veggie scraps and dry leaves. You'll be turning trash into black gold in no time, and trust me, your plants will thank you for it. Next, solar cooking. Sounds like high tech, but actually one of the oldest tricks in the book. A DIY solar oven made from cardboard box, aluminum foil, and some glass can bake, cook, or even reheat meals without a bit of electricity. Perfect for sunny afternoons and surprisingly effective for potatoes, beans, and even bread. Gray water systems. Reusing water is smart economics. Something as simple as running a hose from your washing machine drain into a bucket can supply water for trees, shrubs, or ornamental plants. Just use organic plant-friendly detergent and rainwater harvesting. One barrel under a downspout can catch dozens of gallons from a single shower. Seed saving is pure genius. It keeps costs down and gives you control and adapts plants to your exact conditions. Here's an ancient watering trick. Clay pot irrigation. Bury an unglazed pot with just the neck exposed, fill it with water, and it slowly seeps moisture into your roots where the plants need it the most. No waste, no overwatering. Now, let's talk about growing your own food. You don't need a huge row of land. Some of the most productive gardens I've seen were packed into tight spaces and still managed to feed an entire family. Here's how to make a small garden pull more than its weight. First, game changer that transformed my garden life, raised beds. They warm up quicker in spring, drain better after the rain, keep weeds from taking over, and save your back. No more crouching in awkward positions for hours. You can build them from scrapped wood, old bricks, and even repurposed livestock troughs. Because you're working with smaller, defined space, it's easier to stay on top of things. Container gardening, you'd be surprised how much you can actually grow in a well-placed container. I've grown everything from peppers to potatoes and buckets. The trick is good soil, compact varieties, and remember to water them often. Perfect for patios, balconies, or when you need to move things around. When you're short on ground space, think vertical trellises, wall planters, and anything that helps you grow up instead of out. Here comes a mistake I made very early on planting everything all at once. Come harvest time, I was drowning in lettuce and green beans. Succession planting fixes that space out for your plantings. Maybe some greens every 2 weeks, some harvest, and it comes in waves instead of one overwhelming flood. When space is limited, every square foot counts. Focus on plants that earn their keep. Leafy greens, herbs, bush beans, and don't forget medicinal herbs alongside your edibles. Many are compact, easy to grow, and create natural remedies trusted for thousands of years. Calendula for skin healing, yarrow for wound care, chamomile for stress relief. You can plant these any time of the year in pots, then transplant them outside when winter warms up. It's like having a natural pharmacy in your backyard. Now, you might think livestock requires sprawling pastures and barn-sized buildings, but with the right breeds and setup, even a small backyard can produce fresh eggs, milk, and fertilizer. Let me introduce you to the pocket-sized powerhouses of the animal world. Meet Nigerian dwarfs. Think of them as compact cars of the goat world, and way more personality. These little guys produce rich, creamy milk, perfect for homemade cheese, soap, or drinking fresh. They don't need much acres to roam. They just need a secure pen, a bit of pasture, and a sturdy shelter. You've wanted dairy animals and you thought you lacked room? These might change your mind. Chickens, 3 or 4 hens can produce household stock with fresh eggs, and gobble up chicken scraps and gift you with rich compost material. Rabbits breed quickly, grow fast, and require little space. Many raise them in hutches or stacked cages, but if chickens are standard, quail are a compact upgrade. These tiny birds take up very little space. You can raise a convey in something the size of a large rabbit hutch. Quail eggs are smaller, about 1/5 the size, but what they lack in size, they make up in richness and flavor. Food preservation doesn't have to be an all-day marathon with jars stacked to the ceiling. Small batch canning makes it possible to put food in without burning out. The Amish have done this for generations, putting up just a few jars at a time. A handful of tomatoes, a cup full of berries, extra green beans, home-grown fruit preserve the old-fashioned way, without the additives or shortcuts. That's part of why there are some of the healthiest, long-living people around. Start with food you actually eat. Focus on your favorites, maybe a jam, reliable tomato sauce, pickled vegetables that disappear the moment you open that jar. Don't forget fermentation. It doesn't just preserve food, it transforms it. Small batch ferments with a little effort and delivers a huge flavor and probiotics for that gut health. Dehydrating is perfect when space is tight. Once dried foods take up almost no room and last for months, even years. Here's what I've learned. Embracing simplicity isn't about what's doing less, it's about doing what actually matters, what actually works for your life. By focusing on smaller, manageable projects, you can enjoy the rewards of growing food, raising animals, creating DIY systems, all while maintaining a balanced, fulfilling life. So take a deep breath, start small, and enjoy the journey. Now I'm curious, are you team big or go home? Or do you think smaller might actually be smarter? Drop a comment and let me know your biggest homesteading challenge. Maybe you've tried both approaches, or you're just getting started. I'd love to hear different perspectives because there's no one-size-fits-all solution. Some folks swear by large-scale operations for efficiency, harumph. Others find a small scale more sustainable. What's been your experience? Remember, whether you're working with acres or square feet, the goal's the same, building something lasting for you and your family. Ancestry Lands is promoting generational wealth through land ownership and financial awareness to empower people everywhere. If this resonated with you, subscribe, like, and follow Ancestry Lands for more content that helps you build legacy through land. Start where you are, use what you have, do what you can. Your future self will thank you. That's it, folks. You can go to Ancestry Lands to start owning property today with payments starting at $250 a month, no credit checks, and owning land has never been easier. It's time to build your land portfolio one property at a time. We help you to get dollars from dirt and build generational wealth by owning small plots of affordable vacant land. Contact us to learn more. Oh, and speaking of dollars from dirt, I also wrote a book about investing in land for you readers out there. My book, Getting Dollars from Dirt, A Beginner's Guide to Vacant Land Investing, is on Amazon. The link is in the description section below. Inside, you'll learn simple, easy to read insights that will have you understanding why you should own land today. For more tips and tricks, subscribe for updates, comment below, and let us know what you enjoyed about this video. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.
And remember, like and subscribe.